stopping by, and we're going to kind of talk about Bach flowers, alchemy, and basically preppers and defining what a prepper is. And because I never heard of it before, and you're going to tell us about it. How are you, Tracy?
I'm good. I'm good. So, um, there is a big community of people who are passionately interested in being prepared for whatever might happen. We just came through a pandemic. There's no question that something like that can happen again, where we see that maybe your access to stores is restricted, or the store shelves are empty, or you can't just present yourself at your doctor's office because that kind of um, obviously lots of people found that they couldn't get doctor's appointments, that maybe the hospitals are overrun with really serious cases and you can't just go to the emergency room for obviously if you need emergency attention deep cut or broken bones or an accident or something, there's nothing that you can do in the terms of home health care that's going to uh, uh, replace that.
Yeah.
But in terms of having what the equivalent of a first aid kit in your house, like band-aids, a pressure bandage, a little iodine, right? Things that people need to have, a supply of bandages, whatever we normally think of as a first aid kit. Uh, Bach flowers are incredible because, well, I have my kit sitting here right in front of me. I don't work for this brand, just to let you know. I'm not linked.
Yeah.
I'm not an affiliate of this brand, but these people, the Healing Herbs company in England, make this little travel kit that has everything in it that you need, and it is actually a lifetime supply of these 38 flower remedies that are used for things like pain, like burns, like infection, like colds and flu, like shock, right? So why not have this at your fingertips where there's never a risk that you won't have something that you need for whatever has happened to you. Um, it's relatively cheap. I mean, something under $250 US, you can buy the whole kit, and it basically will never run out because when you learn how to do the dosing, these are remedies that are made uh, by diluting them. And so, the effectiveness, they remain fully effective even when they're diluted. So, like even 2 drops in a glass of water um, is completely effective. They can be applied externally. They can be used on your pets and your babies and your elderly relatives, right? Like I'm really passionate about this. I think everyone should know how to use these things. And like I said, it's very simple. The work that I've been doing in space-time alchemy takes these Bach flowers into another level where we're really exploring human potential and expansion of consciousness. I'm taking it to another level because that interests me. But it does occur to me that just the Bach flower system, which is used all over the world now for 90 years. It's not something new, but it is something that everyone should have in their home and
Yeah.
start using it for little things, right? For helping with focus and schoolwork, for helping restore your energy when you are in a slump, right? For certain levels of depression or anxiety, it's good for all of those things. And why not try it out, right? And if it works for you, then you can avoid, um, maybe some kinds of medications that have side effects that you don't want, right? There's a whole world of possibility here with these things.
No, it definitely seems like a whole world of possibility. And the healing part, we talked about on another podcast, the power of water. Add
Yeah,
water with flowers, and you have a healing mechanism that's beyond belief that can self heal so many things. It's right.
exactly, exactly. And we don't have to get all caught up in the why. like, or the how, how does it work? Like, who cares? I mean, do you really know how, like, really how your cell phone works? I mean, the idea that you press some buttons that aren't even really buttons. They're just, you're just touching your screen and getting a perfect connection to a satellite somewhere, which is then beaming your signal to someone in Africa or China or South America, and you're having video calls with them. Like, do you really know how that's happening? It doesn't matter how. We see it working and we just learn how to use it. That's what really matters. So I would invite everybody to just try it. The easiest way to jump in to the Bach flower world is with Rescue Remedy, which is a blend of Bach flowers that is readily available. I mean, you can throw a rock and hit a store selling Rescue Remedy. It's in all kinds of conventional pharmacy chains. It's in supermarket chains. It's in health food stores. Rescue Remedy, it's available on Amazon. And that is something that is extremely effective for shock, for emotional upset, for injury, uh, for a kind of crisis management situation. And it works very well on pets as well. As lots of veterinarians use Rescue Remedy to calm down the animals that they are
Mhm.
working on. So that's a great place to begin. And it's just one product that you can get and see what it does for you, because seeing is believing for most
Yeah,
people,
and
and
when you
as it
talk,
should be.
absolutely, when you talk about Rescue Remedy, what types of things do you use Rescue Remedy for?
You would use it for uh, any kind of situation that produces an emotional upset, like, let's say a relationship breakup. You would use it for a panic kind of situation, um, to calm down, you know, um, let's say where there's a car accident, something that might put you into a state of shock, maybe witnessing something that you see someone fall off a ladder and get terribly injured, or you are a witness to something that happens that's really upsetting. It can help to calm you down. It would be good for um, uh, yeah, if you get, let's say, bitten by a dog, or frightened really
Mm,
badly by something. It's great for animals who are afraid of storms. I have a dog like that lying on my bed at this moment. And we give it to him when there's a thunderstorm, or something where he needs to calm down. So it's even good for lingering effects of older things, because it has one of the 5 remedies that is in this blend that we call Rescue Remedy. The remedy is called Star of Bethlehem, which is a beautiful name. It's a little
yeah.
white flower. And that remedy is really good for helping us to get over old traumas that we're still carrying with us, right? So there's this like lingering energetic effect from something maybe that happened a long time ago that you're still not over. Um, and it could be finding out that you're getting laid off and that you don't have a job, or um, getting your having to declare bankruptcy, or your house gets um, foreclosed in some way,
Yeah.
right? It can be for those kind of like economic or financial shocks, interpersonal shocks, like I said, breakup of a relationship, or a death in the
Yeah.
family, or a death of a partner, right?
Mhm.
It helps you not to, it's not a band-aid, it's not like an antidepressant that keeps you from feeling anything, or the from
Right.
feeling negative feelings. It helps you to process things.
Yes.
It helps you to continue to function while you are still in control of your faculties. It helps you to be more present. Sometimes those things kind of send you, mentally into another zone um, where you can't function in your present needs,
Correct.
right? To look after your children or to function in your job.
Mm-hmm.
So we might otherwise resort to a short-term use of pharmaceutical products for that. And which is really what those pharmaceutical products are supposed to be for, but that we end up getting addicted to them and
Yeah.
using them long term.
Mm.
That is the bigger problem, right? Things like Prozac that were only ever meant to be used for a maximum of 6 months. And the world is full of people who've been taking those products for 15 or 20 years. So this is something to try. And if it works, it could save you from going
100%.
down the road to that kind of um, needless addiction.
Mm. All right. Best place to go is Bach.
Oh,
There's
TracyPoisner.com.
TracyPoisner.com. I was like, whoa. Go to TracyPoisner.com. Check out Tracy and appreciate it, Tracy. Thanks again.
Thank you.
You're listening.